Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were doing some stuff with blood magic and draconium. We finally got the draconic seeds and I collected a bunch of stuff for it. We have like 600 draconic essence, so it's kind of nice. And yeah, we were doing some stuff. I don't actually remember what. We were probably doing blood magic. We've been working with blood magic for a while now. We're going to continue that today, but before we get to that, I have really good news. So I have every single chicken in the game that's possible. So there are a handful of chickens, specifically smart chickens, Chicken Osto, Funway Chick, Boop Beep Chick, Mr. American Chick, and isn't there some other ones? Anyways, those guys are completely unobtainable as far as I am aware. So we don't have them, whatever, but we have literally every single other chicken. And I have my very first 10-10-10 chicken right here. Terror Steel. So what's so good about that? Well, there's something that I kind of forgot. And I do believe I need to carry a net on me. And we can honestly put this away. So there's something I kind of forgot. A mechanic that we can actually take advantage of. So this is a 10-10-10 chicken. I have a extra chicken egg over here. And something that we can actually do is, well, all these signs, yeah, I don't need them. It was a nice idea, but we don't need them per se, because chickens will combine with each other and give stat boosts even if they're not the same breed. So we don't actually need to use only the... we don't need to do this, basically. We can do this. And so what we'll do is we're just going to take one of these guys and put them right here. And I'm going to, well, what I've been doing with all of the extra chickens, because we only really want a 10-10-10, and we have a ton of stuff. But as you can see, like, once we get more 10-10-10s, and I'll just kind of keep an eye on it, we'll just constantly, like, upgrade them, per se. Like, we'll just kind of just get more and more and more, and eventually we'll have 10-10-10s of everything. What I will be doing is I will put a 10-10-10 chicken in the middle. Once I get 4 of them, I just breed them with whatever else we have over here. And honestly, I'm going to try to find some kind of chicken. So actually one of the good ones would probably be some of these like purple chickens, maybe? Are purple chickens used for... Okay, magenta chickens. Magenta chickens have no breeding, so they're not going to make anything other than magenta chicken eggs. So that might be a really good one to use for the sheer fact of, like, we don't have to worry about combinations. So I will probably get a bunch of the different color ones, 10-10-10, and then we'll put them in the 4 spots. They produce eggs relatively often. I actually don't think that matters. I think it's this chicken will lay the egg that we need. And then I have a whole bunch of extra eggs right here. All of these will be turned into food eventually, and we'll keep a handful of all of the 10-10-10 eggs. We'll try to get 2 of each, one to incubate and actually have down below, and one to well, to put in storage just in case we ever need it, in case something goes wrong. So that's kind of the update on the chickens. I'm going to continue working on these guys and building. I haven't really done much building, but I do really like the way this is looking. I have some ideas of things I want to do. So for example, do I have any on me? No. Every once in a while, what I think I'm going to do is just put a board across like that, just to break up this sameness a little bit, and I think that'll look really nice. So I'm going to work on that between episodes, just kind of as I go. Kind of normal. As you can see, I also built a gigantic platform, which we will get to in just a second. That's for blood magic. That's what we're going to do today. So the next thing I want to talk about is something that I'm a little bit embarrassed to say. I kind of... I did some work on a long time ago and forgot about it. So something we've been having issues with is occasionally, yeah, this happens. So we get essence that's in the reprocessors, and I don't want that. Well, there's a really easy solution that I had solved, and it's right here. So in this, I have a advanced item filter, and turns out I noticed something. So if you look, there's a bunch of different essences, right? And they're all different. There's no way to filter all of them out. At least I thought there wasn't. Well, it turns out there actually is. Now, the only things that we're going to be able to get up here because of how we have this set up is all of the different essences, so Yellorium and Draconium and Black Quartz and so on, and Infernium. So, something that's really neat, I have some different essences in this chest and this chest. So we have chicken, zombie, and ice. And if this is currently running, if we look, only the chicken essence stays in there. Now, why is that? Well, turns out the essences all are or dictionaried. So if you have or dictionary enabled, which you need an advanced item filter for, stone essence is or dictionary to essence tier 1. So any of the tier 1s, including zombie essence and ice essence, will get transferred. They are whitelisted. Then chicken essence is tier 2. So there's only 5 tiers. So quite literally, we can filter every single essence out with technically 6 filters. Because we're also going to need one for Infernium. Infernium is itself. All of the essences that are like the building block type stuff are or dictionaried with themselves. So all we have to do is put some filters on them, and we don't have to worry about it. Now, what I plan on doing, because we've discovered that if we have this entire thing running, it's going to be way too many items to deal with just the 4 reprocessors that we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of a second floor on this. So I don't know where we'll put the access to it. But basically we're going to put a little bit of a second floor on here. Maybe we'll do it somewhere in here, just like a staircase or something. And that's where we're gonna have we're going to up the number of seed reprocessors we have considerably. Now I need to figure out what I want to build this out of so I can start working on that, but that's kind of the plan. So with all of that out of the way, let's talk about some more building. Specifically, blood magic. So blood magic is really cool. As you can see, I have this huge area which is covering up this, which I think is really nice. I like the way this looks. It's gonna cause a lot of like interesting designs with our base, but yeah, so we have this big area, and the reason we have it is because if we ever want to get a how do I do this again? Let's set it to tier 6. Alright, if we ever want to have a tier 6 altar, which I'm not entirely sure if we do or not, we might go for it. We only need to get tier 5 for the achievement book, but if we want a tier 6, this is how large it has to be. And as you can see, there's a little bit of room over here, and all in all, like, it's just gigantic. So why do I have it up so high? Well, mostly because of that. We're going to be putting stuff underneath it, and I want to have a too high space so we can go underneath the area for our Incense Altar, because it actually works really well to put it underneath there. So if we want to do anything with this, we're gonna need to have some other blocks, and I think what I want to go with to build this altar is nether brick. Specifically because I want some wedges. Netherbrick wedges look really nice. And I have these two colors that I picked out. Red netherbrick and small red netherbrick. I think I'm going to go with the small red one. But there's one last thing we need to do before we can really decide. And that is make our first blood rune. Blink rune. Whatever. So we just need 2 of these. This, some stone. And this will make our blood rune, blank rune, whatever. I'm going to make that mistake constantly. And so I want to just see what this looks like together. Okay. Let's actually switch these 2 around. Yeah, I like the small red nether brick. Now, is it? Oh, it's always going to be like that. Okay. I definitely like that a little bit better. I think it's a little bit more red. Goes with the purplish nether brick wedges a little bit better. So we're gonna build a gigantic altar out of that. I'm not gonna do that on camera. I'll do it off camera. And basically have spots for all this stuff. But we're gonna need some more stuff, and so let's grab our Incense Altar. And one of these days, so we're gonna need 8 runes. We're gonna need like 16. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. Sacrificial daggers. Let's grab. You know what? Let's grab a nice large chest. So let's get. Let's just go for gold. I guess let's just do this. Gold chest. We can make that, and then that. Cool. So we're gonna put this up here. We're gonna put this right over here for right now. We can put some of this stuff away, and we're gonna want the Incense Altar like directly underneath. I went 1 block wrong, but whatever. And does that have to be like? Okay, it was already charged up. So we can just put a bunch of blood in here and get all of the runes that we need and whatnot. So basically just kind of getting work done on all of this stuff. Now, we might need to expand this platform a little bit more later, just to have room for other things, whether they be like the Hellfire Forge or whatever else we might want. We can put this down. Let's put this stuff away. We'll keep this on us. And yeah, so more runes. And we need to get more blood. Charge that up. And we honestly need to have a little bit better food source for this than the eggs. The eggs work fine, but I saw we had some like pizzas and stuff like that, which might be useful. Where are they? Farther down, I think. Where is it? Okay, I think there was, yeah, some pizzas. Yummy. Much better food source. It's gonna keep us saturated longer, which means more stuff. So we're gonna need 7 more, so we need 14 blank slates in total. So let's go ahead and do that. And just gonna pop down here, recharge our dagger. Well, technically recharging ourselves. And yeah, we can't click them. So there's 7 of them. So yeah, we just need to get a ton of blood. Now, something I want to look up. Blood. So not blood from Tinker's Construct, but life essence. I guess it's called life essence. Is there any sources of it? No. Of course not. So we're going to have to be smart about things, but eventually we will get more and more and more and more stuff so that we can get everything we need a lot faster. We're going to have automation with this and whatnot. So for now, I just want to upgrade this guy to a tier 2. And it's actually pretty straightforward to do that. Just a matter of getting some runes and placing them down. So are we going to have enough for another one? No. Alright, so we need to recover. So let's take a small break from that for a second. I want to grab a crafting bench, station, whatever it's called, one of these guys. And last thing I want to see is I've been making, some more storage disks. I want to go ahead and upgrade our system a little bit. So something that I'm going to be doing in the near future, one, we're going to be storing more fluids. We'll deal with that later as well, but the big thing with that is just we'll probably have an entire storage drive for that, because that makes sense. But then we're gonna want to transfer all of these guys off and put them on here. In order to do that, let's go ahead and do that real quick. There is a refined storage. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called, which is the problem. Detector, relay, interface. No. Disk manipulator? Might be this. Because it's not a disk drive. So yeah, it's a disk manipulator. What do we need for that? We need destruction, construction, and storage housings. Alright, so let's make 2 of these. And then we'll get the cores in a second, but we also need a machine casing. So we'll get one of these. That's nice and easy. But then we just need one of each of these. And that should be pretty much it. I'm still trying to make 3 more of the 64Ks. Now, I believe once we have these guys emptied, like we can see, this one is completely empty. Can we pop? Aha, we can pop the part out, which means we can upgrade those fairly easily, which is what we want to do. Alright, we have health. Let's go get more blood going. Oops. Alright, cool. So put that in there. Now, if I put this here, it interacts. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's grab our axe. And we're going to put this right here, I guess. It does. Alright, let's move this guy, put that here. We'll put the Hellfire Forge there. That'll be fine. Okay. So how much blood do we have in there? Plenty to do with what we need. And just got to replenish some more hearts. Get some more blood. And we have enough for like 2 more. So that, we only need 1 currently. So that is what we're going to do. Do we have the other core yet? Yes. So let's make the disc manipulator. We're going to put this right here. And insert into network. That's what we want to do. So if we grab like this guy, it is very, very slow. Alright, so what we're going to do is get some speed upgrades. Can we get like 20 of those just to have them? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Let's just go crazy. Do we have any more of the discs? No. Alright, we'll just put that away, put that away. And let's sleep, get rid of this rain. My bed is in here now. Gotta remember that. We're going to make a tier 2 altar. We're going to make the next blood orb. And then we're going to do a little bit of the stuff with the incense altar. That is a very complicated thing. But it is also very powerful. So we're going to want to have it as powerful as we can have it as soon as possible. But I had exactly enough blank runes, so we just do one of these. We want to make sure that everything is lit up. That's also why we're going to be building quite a bit. But that should make if we take a look at our divination sigil, tier 2 altar. We'll put torches here. Awesome. So tier 2 altar, we can do more stuff. Such as if we look at the next blood orb, which is the apprentice blood orb, it is a block of redstone with 5,000 blood. So we currently have what? Not that much. Let's go ahead and do a sacrifice, and we'll have to do more in a little bit. But we're gonna need a block of redstone. And do we have those speed upgrades? Nope. It's working hard on stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember if I log out. It doesn't remember what it was doing, so that's a bad thing. But oh well, we'll live. Alright, so once again, blood. Do we have enough? Yes. Now this altar is never going to move again, so we can keep it filled with blood. We don't have to worry about wasting anything or anything like that. While we're waiting for that, because it should go off without a hitch, I want to come back over here and see what kind of chickens are we getting. I might want to upgrade some of these guys, but like at the same time, we'll live with whatever we can get and whatnot. So what we're going to do for the rest of the episode, once we get a little bit of blood magic finished up, one of the next things we're going to want to do with this, let's go make sure that this is still doing its thing. There we go. So there is the apprentice blood orb. Take a little bit of our life, and now it's bound to us. So with this guy, we can make other things. Anything that says tier 2, so runes of sacrifice. Runes of sacrifice and self-sacrifice are really good. They require the next tier of slates. But these things are really, really, really useful to have. They will give us more blood for whenever we sacrifice ourselves or other things. Rituals, we can start getting into that now. We could do the alchemy table as well. But these wooden paths are what we want. And so we can put that away now. Put that away for right now. You know, actually, we'll keep this on us, and we'll put the sign toolbox away. So if we take a look at the book, we can see Incense Altar. So the goal of this is to do more stuff. We get a bonus depending on how tranquil the area is. So to make the area more tranquil, we need to expand the range of the incense altar. To do that, we need wood. We'll go ahead and use just spruce wood. So we're gonna need what, like 9 times 4, 36 of these. And so that should be enough. We'll get some of these wooden paths, and what we do with this is, well, you'll see. If you place rows of 3 wooden blocks, wooden paths, 2 blocks away from the incense altar in each of the cardinal directions, making sure all the path blocks are the same Y level, up to 5 blocks up or down from the altar, we can then define an area. So I believe it's like this. And this will expand the range of the incense altar. Now this seems a little weird, I know. Let's go ahead and put a torch there. And we could always put this into the ground if we wanted to. There's reasons not to, but it doesn't really matter. So that makes this area a little bit more tranquil. Now, we need to add some tranquility to it. Only certain blocks are able to affect the tranquility of an area, and there are different types of tranquil blocks. So crops gives us a little bit of tranquility, but there's diminishing returns. So, yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. I don't have all of the things like together, but let's take an example. So we need our divination sigil. We don't need that right now. Let's get this guy. We're gonna fill up this blood altar a little bit. So we're at 933. If we sacrifice blood, we go up to 3093. So that's what, like 60, it's 2760, I think. 333, yeah, don't do math on camera, it's never a good thing. So if we add, so logs are something we can add. We'll just add some logs like so. That will make this a little bit more tranquil. So we went from 333 to yeah, we went from 333 to 3093. That is 2760. Now if we sacrifice, oh, I died. I killed myself. Whoops. Oh great, we're gonna have issues getting up there. I accidentally double clicked. So I guess let's just pillar up with some dirt. Not a big deal, but that's going to put the math off a little bit. But you should see that we will get considerably more because this area is more tranquil. Putting dirt down and stuff like that also helps. And we got to put all of our stuff back on and all that fun stuff. So yeah, the basic gist is, as we do more in terms of getting like the tranquility and stuff, we will then get more blood. So this has got 5496. So there is a list, and I'm gonna honestly use the lists that are available to figure out what all we should be using for the tranquility, and like how to make it the best that we can. Adding water and stuff like that. We'll make sure that it's nice and tranquil around here. And then as we build up our altar, we can do more and more stuff. So that's kind of the plan with that. So for the remainder of the episode, we're not going to go very much longer, unfortunately, but we are going to work a little bit on Draconic evolution. Something we need to kind of start working into because it's going to give us access to a lot of other things. So I'm going to need to get rid of one of these things, but whatever. Also need to make more food. So let's just look in here. Let's take these 9 terrasteel eggs and make just a ton of fried eggs. Cool. So we want to get into Draconic evolution. That is the next thing I want to work on. As long as, let's see, if we have our speed upgrades, can put those in there. Let's take 2 more out, go downstairs, and I guess let's increase this. I'll go a little bit faster, be a little bit better. Right now, this guy is actually slowing us down a lot. I might consider changing that to another type of furnace, but we'll see. Anyways, let's grab some of these discs and see. That is a lot faster. So we need to just put those in there and slowly fill up these guys. I don't even know where they're going. But anyways, what we want to do is we want to get some Draconic evolution stuff. And so we're going to need a lot of Draconium. Let's get like 2 stacks. And what we're going to want is the Fusion crafting. Fusion crafting is incredibly expensive, but we need to do this. This is going to require... I can't remember how many we're going to need. So if we look at the recipes... it's 4? Is it always 4? Is there any time that it's more than 4 on each side? I don't think there is. I guess if we ever need more, that's fine. But if we want to make the next tier, we're going to need, I think, 9 of these guys. Yes, because we're going to have to upgrade one. We're going to need all of them to upgrade one of them. So we're going to need 9 basic fusion. So we need 9 of these. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds. I mean, we have a lot of diamonds. We just have them in block form. 9. Alright, so with that, can we make all of this if we grab 10 blocks of iron? Alright, so there is the basic fusion crafting. That is the first step. The next thing we're going to need is the actual core. There we go. So we now have fusion crafting. Let's check the book. I want to see if any of this stuff is like things we can mark off. Create a Draconic level fusion crafter. So we don't have that yet. Alright, so I've never actually used this, I'll be perfectly honest, and I really don't know where to put it. We'll probably... This is something that we might want to automate, but at the same time might not want to. So I think we're going to put it down here. Let's just put it in like the corner over here, away from the refined storage stuff. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, right here. And then we can do something like, we're going to need some conduits. Can we get energy conduits? We probably can, now that we have a ton of vibrant alloy. Energy conduits. We know how to make these. So can we make the next tier? I'm gonna have to find... Okay, that wasn't that hard. I was gonna have to find the conduits. Put that in there. And we want to make Ender energy conduits. So that is the pattern. Pretty easy. I wish this had a... it might just be this version of the mod, but I really wish it had a pattern grid. I don't think it does. Well, no, the pattern grid is the thing down here, isn't it? Yeah, so what I'm talking about with the pattern grid is like the thing so you can see what all patterns, so you can like remove them and all that kind of stuff at will. So that is done. Let's pop that out. We have another 64K. Just put in there. And these guys are going to slowly drain. And that's what we want. So, enter energy conduits. Make a stack of those. That should be relatively easy. It just needs to make some other stuff. We'll put those in there. It needs to make the one things. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to want a flux point as well. So why are we doing all this? Well, basically, we want to be able to make Awakened Draconium. That's going to require Wyvern Tier, and it costs a lot of energy, but so does like everything else. We're going to want the Awakened Draconium. We're going to need to kill a lot of withers for this stuff, but that's okay. So what was the other thing we were making? The conduits. There's the stack. And more importantly, the flux point. There we go. So this should be everything we need. Now, in order to power this stuff, you only need to power the, I believe. Okay. Again, I've never actually worked with this. So some of my information could be wrong, and like bear with me a little bit, but I think it's something like this. And we just put these guys one. No, I don't want you like that. I want you like that. And I guess we're gonna do, because we only need 4 on each side, we do something like this. And that should be all we need to do. And then we can put the flux point here. Please select network main. So these guys should have power. Now this guy I don't believe requires power, but we can see, we can make a bunch of stuff if we want it. Now the question is there anything we can make right now that would be useful? There's a bunch of upgrades to all the armor and stuff. But what else is there? We can make just upgrading these guys to the next tier. That's all that there is. So that's not anything really important. I don't really want the Draconium chest. Ender Energy Manipulator. Okay, that sounds interesting. Anything else that's basic tier? It's Wyvern tier. No. So really the only thing we can do right now is to make the next tier of crafting. So we'll need a nether star and a bunch of diamonds and the other things. But we're not going to worry about that right now, I don't think. Mostly just because that's going to take a little bit of. We gotta kill a wither. We gotta do different things. So, yeah, let's just go a little bit of recap. So I need to work on chickens. There's only 3 seeds left to get, and those are going to be a little bit of a pain. I need to plan out what kind of block I want to use for this building and start building it. Same with building the blood altar. Once we have that done, that'll be nice. Chickens. There's so much with the chickens to do. This chest is so full, and we need to get quickly working on getting those guys taken care of. So I'm gonna work on that as much as possible. I want the chickens. I want my chicken coop to be amazing. We'll figure out some better lighting, and it'll look nice. It'll be great. So I'm gonna continue working on that. But then next time. We might continue working with Draconic Evolution. We might not. Each of these guys is going to require a Nether Star. And we need to do this 9 times. Well, we need to do this 8 times. So that's kind of a pain. We have the stuff to do that. It's just dealing with it. So we might take a look at something else. We might do more blood magic. I don't know yet, so we'll figure something out. But I'm gonna continue working, and yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.